split verdict. Guilty on only 2 counts, not guilty on another 2 counts. The 2 counts he was found guilty on include reckless assault and 1 count of harassment. He was found not guilty for intentional assault and aggravated harassment. So those are the more serious charges. He was found guilty on 2 of the.
All right. Welcome, folks. Welcome. Come on in. Let's have the conversation. I am your host, KTJ, former men's counselor turned love coach. Over here, we talk about, this is the secrets of the mind of a man, how men think when it comes to dating, relationships, and love. And we're going to break it down for you today. Jonathan Majors fired from Marvel. Here's what I think he should have done, how he should have handled this whole situation, because these things happen. And if you think that this couldn't happen to you, you're nuts. Fellas, if you're watching this, if you think you couldn't be in this situation and this guy is, he's just a loser, you're nuts, because you could find yourself in the same situation. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into Jonathan Majors and how he ends up in this situation where he is dropped from a major film label. Major. This guy lost millions of dollars over this situation. All right, so I got a story here from TMZ, and we're gonna work it up from here. Let's go. And look, hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. We need everybody to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we're going.
We have some breaking news in the Jonathan Majors criminal trial in New York City. He has been found guilty, although it's a split verdict. Guilty on only 2 counts, not guilty on another 2 counts. The 2 counts he was found guilty on include reckless assault and 1 count of harassment. He was found not guilty for intentional assault and aggravated harassment. So those are the more serious charges. He was found guilty on 2 of the lesser charges. And it sounds like jurors found that he had in fact put hands on her while trying to put her back into the car. That was actually seen in surveillance video. Whatever happened inside the car, they acquitted him on. But in any case, he is guilty of something here. Jurors deliberated for a total of 3 days, maybe 4 hours tops. And remember, this comes after about a week or so of testimony, witnesses, surveillance video played, but more importantly, key witness testimony from the accuser, Grace Jabari, his ex-girlfriend, who claimed he had in fact roughed her up that night back in March. It sounds like the jurors did in fact believe part of her testimony, and they believed some of the surveillance video that they were shown. Now,
all right, so let's talk about this. So Jonathan Majors is coming back from an event, and he is in the car with his woman. The report comes out that he got a text message from another woman, and the other woman said, "I wish you were here kissing me right now." The girl he was with in the car looked over, saw the message that he said, that it said, and she snatched the phone. And she got mad because he got a text message from another woman. They begin to have this scuffle, and then she gets out of the car. She tries to get out of the car. He tried to put her back in the car. And then eventually that night, she went home and I don't know if she pretended to self-delete by taking pills, but he called the police, and the police came, interviewed her to find out what her problem was. And then she said, "Well, we got in the fight. You see these scars? You see this? We got in the fight." And now the police are on him. He called the police, and now they're on him. So we got this whole thing with the jury. The jury gave him a split decision. It's a split decision. He's guilty on this and not guilty on that. Here's essentially what they said. Essentially, they said he's guilty of he's innocent of what happened in the car. They're saying that she was the aggressor. So how come she's not being arrested? How come she's not in jail? He's innocent of what happened in the car, the conflict in the car. But they're saying he's guilty because surveillance cameras caught him shoving her back into the car. Probably like roughed her up, banged her head, getting back in the car, that sort of thing, while she was acting wild. She's acting wild, and he's putting her in the car, and he's emotional too. after fighting with her over this phone. And now Marvel was just sitting with their finger on the trigger, waiting for the end of this. They didn't, as soon as the decision came down, boom, they dropped them. They knew what they were going to do one way or the other. Maybe they were going to drop them one way or the other. But they wanted to see how this thing was going to pan out, and they let him go. Now, Jonathan Majors is a good actor. This guy is actually a good actor, right? But where he came from, there are plenty more. He's not that good in order as a person who's going to drag down the label name. They will cut you loose as fat, like just that fast. Like at the blink of an eye, they'll cut you loose if they think you're going to drag them down and drag their name down in front of other people. Now, let me tell you what I think he should have done. Here's why he's in this situation. Jonathan Majors didn't tell this woman, give this woman the procedure, the policy and procedure of how this relationship is going to go, right? He didn't tell her what his ramifications are. He's just trying to go along with how relationships are. But a man like him in his position, he was supposed to sit her down and say, wait a minute, let me tell you something. I'm a man in Hollywood, and I'm going to be talking to women. I'm going to be texting women. Women will be texting me. Women will find me attractive, and I may even find them attractive. But I'm going to be honest with you about whatever happens. If you and I are in a relationship, I'm going to be honest with you about whatever happens. But you don't have to worry. I'm going to tell you if something happens. Yes, if I find another woman attractive and I want to, spend some time with her, I'm going to come tell you, right? And this gives her the option to either say, yes, I will be okay with this, or no, I will not. But Jonathan Majors he's moving like he's a regular guy who has to, bend and cowtail and yes, ma'am. Like he didn't have to do that. All he had to do is give her the game and tell her, this is how I'm going to move. You know what? This woman might have actually been okay with it, right? I bet you she wouldn't have snatched that phone. Another policy and procedure in the relationship conversation is, if you ever raise your hand to me, if you ever act aggressive towards me, snatching phones or doing anything that I deem embarrassing, degrading, or just offensive to me, you're gone. We're finished. I'm not going to be your babysitter. I'm not going to babysit your emotions. You're gone. It's over. And I don't care if you go take 20,000 milligrams of whatever it is. We're finished. You can go do whatever you want to do. I'm sorry it didn't work out. We're done. If that guy had handled it that way, he would not have been in this situation. Stop trying to act like listen, these women know today. They know. And they know they have the right to say yes, or they have the right to say no. But here's what Jonathan Majors did not have the right to do. He should not have been in that car fighting this woman over a phone. He lost. You can be a great Hollywood actor and a zero in the love department. He should have you know what? You want my phone? Take my phone. You can have my phone. I can get another phone. I can cancel that phone. And I'm also going to cancel you. If you get out of this car with that phone, that will be the parting gift for our relationship. You can have the phone. You can listen, everything in your phone, it's all in the cloud, especially if you got iPhones. It's all in the cloud. You can get another phone and download everything. Yeah, she has all your stuff. Yes, it'll be difficult, but you know what's more difficult? Being dropped by Marvel because you were in a car and now you have a D the case. Absolutely not. So this is a telltale sign, fellas. If y'all watching, y'all pay attention, because you're gonna find yourself in a scuffle with a woman over a phone, unless you set the parameters and set the boundaries of the relationship in the beginning, policy and procedures, so that when she breaks the policy, breaks the procedure, she's gone. She's fired. You fire her instead of getting fired from your great opportunity. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and drop your comment. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this. See you next time.